If you're selling stuff online, such as Marketplace, some of those online sites where you can put things for sale, and you're doing in-person transactions, you'll want to listen up. That's what we're going to talk about a little bit today. I'm Alan. I'm here with Mickey with Coffee with Alan to give you a little safety tip. It's going to be a short one today because I'm heading out the door right after this to go down and do an in-person meeting with an organization, see what I can do to help them with Reflex Protect and some different training. They're interested in seeing what we have to offer and how we can do the training and get them where they're a little bit more safe while they're working on the job. That's what I do. Help people stay safe and enjoy life. I personally have sold a lot of things on Marketplace this last year. I've told you I'm getting rid of books, we're downsizing, cleaning stuff out, getting rid of things. And I donate an awful lot of stuff, but some things I might as well make a buck or two and find somebody that really wants it and sell it. And so I've been selling a lot of things. Now, sometimes they've come to the door, but quite often I go meet them at a public place. Just yesterday, I sold something and I met someone at McDonald's that's only a block and a half from the house. I'm fortunate that where I live is pretty close to some restaurants, and the mall is not far. I've met people at the mall. I've met a lot of people at the McDonald's. That's the closest to my house. I've met people at Kohl's a week ago. A lady wanted to buy something and she said, could we meet at Kohl's? Because I told her what part of town I was in. I'm not going to drive 5, 6, 7, 8 miles for a $5 or $10 item I'm selling, but I'll go a block or 2 blocks, 3 blocks because it's a safer transaction. And especially if it's a female, or yesterday it was a male, but they request meeting at that public place. I'm never going to say no because that is the safe place. I'm glad that they're doing it. It's safer for them. It's also safer for me. Those people don't need to know where I live and such as well. Although I'm pretty public with what I do. So with that, I'm a little different than a lot of people. But when you protect and want to secure your privacy, sell things and meet at a public place. There are even some places where law enforcement have set up where you can meet at the law enforcement, down there, their locations to make transactions. Craigslist and stuff, they've been doing that for years. Marketplace is a little bit newer, but you still have Craigslist and other things where people meet online. Now, why am I bringing this up today? Not just because I've been selling things and that I met someone at McDonald's yesterday, but I saw a headline. I didn't have a chance to investigate it thoroughly, just saw it this morning, but there was a transaction somewhere out east. It was like Pennsylvania, and they went over to Massachusetts or someone. So it was way out east, and an individual was killed meeting on a marketplace to buy a car. Don't know all the particulars, but things do happen that are very bad with some of these meetups. So you need to be careful. Meeting at a public place, not going alone, going with somebody else, whether you're picking something up or selling it. Numbers always increase your safety. Checking out who you're buying or who's selling before you go make the transaction. Remember a couple weeks ago, I told you about a marketplace scam. People going on, and I got the messages saying, I want you to text me here and we'll do it, the transaction through text. And then they wanted me to give this code because they used my phone number to do, I went far enough to see what the scam was so I could share the scam. And you can look that one up. But when you're selling things, especially marketplace, there's no reason to go out of Messenger and Facebook. If they contact you through Messenger, there's no reason to switch to a phone number and let them have your personal phone number and then get text messages like that scam that was going on. So you can do your messaging through Facebook, through the Messenger. Check the profile. Is it a profile that just started today or yesterday? That should be suspicious. If it's an older profile and it looks like a normal person, they're posting normally, etc., probably going to be a safe transaction. So just be careful and check some of those things before you blindly give people your address or your phone number and so forth. And if you're buying something, Instead of going to somebody's house, especially if you don't know that neighborhood or that location, request to meet somewhere neutral and safe, a business, the mall, the McDonald's, the Kohl's, all these places that I meet people. Yeah, those are really safe, open places. That's what I suggest you do as well. Going to say good morning to Jay and Vicky. Appreciate you guys being here. And that's what I have for you today. Again, it's a short one. I'm going to get off here, go do some help with some people, see if they want Reflex Protect. I mean, I know they want it, just how much they need, how we can help, what kind of training to provide them, and all of that. So I'm pretty sure it's a sale. We're just going to work out the particulars of how we can help them best with what kind of training and what kind of product and how much they need and so forth. Dixon says public dealing are by far much safer. It is. You don't want certain people coming to your house, and you don't want to go to certain houses. So it is always going to be safer if you meet somewhere in public where there's other people around and so forth. And it's always going to be safer if you're with somebody as well and not doing it alone. Thanks, Dixon. Appreciate that. Everybody, go out, make it a magnificent Monday, and we'll see you tomorrow.